everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. If you are new to my channel, I am here periodically throughout the week doing a little bit of everything from paper crafting to planners to mixed media. If it involves playing with paper and markers and stickers and stamps, I'm going to play with it. So, if you've been to my channel before, welcome back and thank you so much for your patience as I got stuff out of the way and enjoyed my holidays, but now I'm here and I'm back to work. And if you are here on Friday, January 12th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are in the chat room right next door. Come on over and say hello. You don't even have to speak. Just wave a hand and let us know you're here. And remember to hit the like button and give this video a thumbs up. Now today I'm kicking off 2024 with closing out 2023. I have two packages here, which were orders from Spectrum Art Creations last year. So we're going to delve into those. I'm going to start with the box because this is the one that came first. And I'll tell you, it's been a while since I placed these orders, so I can't tell you what's in the box. It's going to be a surprise for me as much as it is for you. So let's see what we have. After I do the haul, I do have a couple other things to talk about, so I'll be sharing some things. Oh, woodsies. I love woodies. This one has more of a travel theme with a camera, a world globe, arrows, you are here markers, and then this one is florals and birds, memories, leaves. So I love these. This one's called Morning Dew, and this one's called Journey. And they are from Craft. And I have a tub out in the warehouse that is just for all the woodsy stuff that I buy. I'm going to move this screen just a little bit. There we go. Okay, next I have one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. I have lace. I love lace. I have a lot of lace that I'm going to try and work my way through this year. Look at the pattern in this. Isn't that gorgeous? I see this on the spine of a book. So that was why I picked this one up. And I'm not even sure it's going to get dyed. It may just stay that pretty color. We'll see what happens. Then I have, oh, look, I have that same lace in a pretty pink. Pretty, that's a new word. Did you know that? And apparently I bought two of each one because, you know, I love lace. You know, Julie from Dear Julie says, I love pockets and I cannot lie. I love lace and I cannot lie. Okay, what else we got in here? Oh, a Nuvo Drops. Crystal Drops. This one is Midnight Blue. And I have a spot that it can go in down here in my Stickles Nuvo Drops tray. So it will get put away right away. Then I have, I love this Shattered Glass stencil from Ciao Bella. Had to have this one. Could be shattered glass, could be a spider web. Could have really, excuse me, could have really used this over Halloween. And then I have, oh, it's a hunky-dory luxury shaped card blanks and envelopes. And I think she was doing a challenge with this and I missed the challenge. But that's okay. I can still use it. You know, after doing 62 videos in October, I took November off to work on my book, and I got it completely rough drafted out. This was a ribbon spool die in two different sizes that I ordered off of their Etsy shop. And it is important to remember that Spectrum Art Creations not only does their Saturday live sales every Saturday afternoon and evening, but they also have their website shop, online store, and then they also have their Etsy shop, and I will link all of those down below. Then I ordered this shaker blister. Now I'd gotten, I think, a heart in the last order. This one is for clouds, and they're pre-formed, so all you have to do is cut your shape out, and then this sits right in and it gives you your shaker card. Now, it's not going to be great if you're going to mail something unless you're putting it like in a Christmas box. This one I think was a game win. It's a leaf and floral stencil from Craft. Be great to work with their journeys or with their wood shapes. Then I have Spectrum Art Creations cards, I think. We'll see. Nope, just regular plain cards. But aren't those pretty with bees? And I don't have any bees in that bee journal that I'm going to be finishing up hopefully this month. If I get it done before I do anything else in this room, that will get 2 boxes out of here. And I'd really like to get Greg's journal sent away. Okay, then we have, oh, this is the layered masks for doing lines. I don't know why that was not, oh, I see why it's not one sitting up there. Bernie sent me packing paper. Makes the best journal pages. Best journal pages. And then I have, what's in here, who knows? We have butterflies from Craft O'Clock. And I do intend to still do a butterfly journal, or 2 or 3. I don't know why my throat is so dry this morning. Okay, so there's that box. Oh, one more thing from that box is this paper from Ciao It's called The Muse, and I thought this was going to be just perfect for the writer in me. So I have this one. Now, we have that out of the way, you know, because I needed more paper. Okay, then we have this envelope. Now, this is the one that was my last order in December. There are some things in here that I have coordinating projects on a wait list. Now, wait list means if it's something they can get more of, but they sell out during the Saturday show, they put you on a wait list, and when it comes in, then they will ship it out. But they do not charge you for it until it is physically in their hands, and they can invoice you for the waitlisted items, which I think is really, really cool. Because if something should happen and they don't get enough back in or whatever, you don't have to pay for something you are not going to get. And I love that about Spectrum Art Creations. Okay, so let's see what's in the envelope. Because I have no clue. I have no clue. Okay, first off, get stuck. Okay. More paper for journal pages. And I'm going to talk about how I'm going to use some of this here in just a little bit. Because I'm going to get myself into a challenge. I just have to. Oh, here is the other shaker. It's a heart. And I probably have a die that will fit this. If not, I'm going to see if I can find the dies for the cloud. Okay, let's see. Get rid of the hang tag thingy there. And I'm just going to slide everything out onto the chair and then pick it up little by little and see what I've got. Because I have a whole mess of stuff here. Including another piece of packing paper. As an art journal or mixed media person, do you get excited when you get packaging? I do, because I may get packaging that I would not otherwise have access to. Okay, let's start with, there are these little tags. They're actually little journal charms, and they already have the eyelets in them. They're already created. And I don't know if Madi did these or if Madison did them, but I'm going to, oh, there's an Alice. You know, that's going to go in my Alice journal for sure. So I have those. And sometimes I order things just so I've got the visual inspiration to create something myself. More butterflies. These are actually buttons, which I think is kind of cool. All bright and sparkly. So I have those for the butterfly journal. Now, I took a couple of days back in November, December. Well, we had some nice days, and I went through my warehouse and I got all my kits in order. Of course, right now I can't get to any of those kits because all the Christmas stuff is shoved in there. But when we get a nice day to where I can be outside, I will do that. This is something that I won. Make sure I'm not going upside down. I love the box. And then inside there are actual matches to use for those. And I have a plan for those. I have a plan. Okay, then I have some circle packs here, and these might have been from Madison. Maddie, if you are in the chat room or if you watch this video later, will you let me know If these are the circles from Maddie, or from Madison, for her challenge, I would love to know. Thank you. Because otherwise I don't know why I've just got a pack of circles. Okay, then we have, okay, now we're getting into the collection. This is from Stamperia. It's called Coffee and Chocolate. And I knew as soon as I saw this, I wanted the entire collection. I wanted everything that this included. Now this one is a card collection, which gives you everything to make cards, tags, 7 cards, 5 tags, and a bookmark. And that bookmark is going to go in my reading journal. I'm going to spruce that up and put that in my reading journal. But A, it's Stamperia, and B, it's coffee and chocolate. What's not to love? So this one has, doesn't say how many, but everything's printed 2-sided, which is really cool. So I have that. And if I'd have thought about this, I'd have used it for my reading journal this year, but maybe my reading journal next year. Then I have 2 packets of rub-ons, and they are different. This one is coffee break, and this one's chocolate. And look at all this pretties in there, and they're rub-ons. Yay for rub-ons. I tell you, if I remembered and thought about this, I would have used this for my reading journal this year instead of creating one. Then I have 3 sets of fabric. And let's go ahead and pop this out because it doesn't show it very well. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these out. This is probably going to be a little bit longer today because I just want to catch up with everybody. So I don't know how long it's going to take for this video to upload. But we have this fabric. And then we have this one. I love this one. Breakfast cocoa. Coffee drink. Just really takes you back to Paris, doesn't it? Or London. Then we have our coffee beans. Or our cacao beans. And then we have this one. What's your exact... chocolate. Chocolate. So we have these fabrics, and I have these, what could almost be like a cigar band on these that I can use. So we have that. And then I have this from Stamperia, 8 adhesive washi sheets. Yeah, I'm going to put this aside, and this is going to be my reading journal for next year. I do it for this year, but my journal's already set up and ready to go. Then we have another set of rub-ons. I like rub-ons, can you tell? And the fact that I just wanted one of everything in this collection. This is a collection of dies. There are, it doesn't say how many are in here, but there's a bunch. Doesn't say how many are in here. But there's a bunch of them in there. I'll have my reading journal for 2024 set up, or 25 set up, and I won't even have started 2024 yet. Then we have the rice papers in these patterns. And then I have this. This is not part of the collection. This is another transfer me. You've seen me work with these before. But I love the vintage rose doily thing for this. Very Valentine-ish. And I think I want to use part of this in my sister's memory journal. So that is it for my collection. Now, let me move stuff out of the way because I want to bring my iPad screen over here and show you what I'm going to be playing with after I finish the bee journal. After I finish the bee journal. My sister's always after me, you need to be writing, you need to be writing. Well, yeah, I do need to be writing, but my brain does not process high word counts until later in the day, after the household stuff's done, and I can sit down and focus for 2 or 3 hours on just the story. So I can craft during the day, and then after dinner I sit down and I write for 2 or 3 hours, and the words come much more easy for me. So I have a process, and I have to fill the well from both sides, as Sarah says. I have to do the creative stuff, I have to do the play stuff, and able to let the other stuff come about. So that's where I'm at right now. So I am going to be playing. This is one challenge I'm going to be doing, and I'm not doing a bunch of challenges this year. I told you that last fall. My goal this year is to finish journals. But this is going to help me finish the journals because it is by April over at Pink Oddbird. It's called the No Buy, No Die, Create on the Fly. And I'm going to flip this around so we can look at her whole picture. If it'll flip. It didn't flip. There we go. The idea is we have so much stuff. It's just mind-boggling is the stuff that we own, right? We buy and then we put it on the shelf or we set it in a corner or it never gets used. So the idea from April is to not buy anything, but to dive into what you have on hand to create journals. We're not going, the no dye means we're not taking time out to dye paper, dye lace, any of that. The idea is just to pull from what we already have and create something. So that's where I'm at. Now, some of my journals use scrapbook papers, and that's one of the items that you start with a base. Start with your papers. Go through all of your papers, whether it's copy dyed, tea dyed, color dyed, dyed papers of any kind that you have on hand. Then any of your penmanship, onion skin papers, rice paper, ledger paper, notebook paper, plain copy paper, colored copy paper. And next Friday, I'm going to show you where I'm at with this and talk about the specific categories. But the first step is to pull all the papers from all of your areas in your studio or your craft space or your storage space and turn it into your base pages for your journals. Now, she pulled out 3 from every single file folder she had of the different types of papers, and it gave her enough to make 3 6-signature journals. And she didn't even begin to make a dent in what she had on hand to use. So that's what I'm going to start with. So next Friday, when we come back for premiere, I'm going to show you, I may not have mine pulled, but I am going to talk about the categories of the papers that I have pulled, and I may even have them on hand. We'll see how the week goes. It's going to be really, really cold this weekend, so I may be doing a lot of crafting and not doing much of anything else, as long as I can stay away from my Hallmark movies. Bob had to get a new phone, and with that we got a new data plan, which means I have unlimited data on my devices. So I've been watching a lot of Hallmark movies on YouTube. So I'm trying to make myself, this is my first week back to work. I didn't do much on Monday. Bob left here at 5:30 Monday morning, which means we were up at 4:30. I was like, my brain wasn't going to process 3 words together to do anything Monday. I bumped in a little bit Tuesday, did what I absolutely had to do. I took Wednesday off to run pay bills and stock up on stuff that I needed for this weekend before the subarctic weather moved in. And then yesterday, or today as I'm recording this, we're supposed to get in the 50s today, and then we're going down into the low teens and sub-zero temperatures for the next 5 or 6 days. So if my Menards bill comes in, I'm going to run it to Poplar Bluff today, and that will be done and out of the way. And I won't have to worry about that one getting done. So today, after this, I'm going to dive into working on the bee journals and see if I can get the bee journals finished up this weekend. So tell me, what are you working on first in 2024? I'd love to know. Remember to leave it in the comments below, not just in the chat. Leaving comments under any of the videos that you watch really helps that YouTuber's channel a lot. So don't just click a like button, which, we love, but also leave a comment, because that helps the analytics for YouTube for our channels as well. And I don't mean just mine. I mean Maddie's, Pink Oddbirds, any channel, any YouTube channels that you watch. If nothing else, leave a quick comment that says, "Hi, love the video." And you're done. It doesn't take long. I will leave Pink Oddbird's video for this challenge down below. I am also still working on The Just Junk Journal January, I am determined to finish that this month. I haven't done the challenges yet. I have done all the prep work. But I have focused the last week on getting my planners ready to go so I can work consistently in a nice business flow and have things coming out when they're supposed to. So bear with me on that. Hopefully I can show you progress on that next Friday as well. In the meantime, remember to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you're working on. Remember to like, to share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Creative blessings.